20 and 21, we're finding domain and range inequalities, but this time interval notation. Remember, interval notation is the one that comes in parentheses or brackets. Pretty much something like this. It's going to be one of these four combinations. Anyways, let's go ahead and write the domain first, though. So look at number 20. What's the left furthest point right here? It's right here. That is -3 for the domain. So we're going to go ahead and write -3. It's a solid circle. So that means we're going to use less than or equal to. We're talking about x. And then where is it going? It's going forever this way. So that means infinity. And you can never reach infinity. So just less than. Alright, and now let's talk about the range, the y value. What's the very lowest point? That's right here. And that's down 1, 2. So -2. Less than or equal to, because it's a solid circle. Y is our variable. And where is it going in the upwards direction? Where's the highest point? Forever. Less than infinity. And now let's put this in interval notation. So for interval notation, we're going to be, let me highlight this. We're going to look at these two signs. These signs tell me which combination of these to use. Okay, less than is going to be a parentheses, and less than and equal to is going to be a bracket. So watch this. We can see that my first sign right here is a less than or equal to. That's a bracket. So I'm going to put a bracket. Then my sign over here is a less than. So I'm going to use a parentheses. And then now my numbers inside this interval are just going to be exactly these two numbers in this order. So it's going to be -3, comma, infinity. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. So now let's do the range. So looking at the two signs, the same thing is less than or equal to, so that's a bracket. And then less than, so that's a parentheses. And now we're going to copy the two numbers, -2 and infinity. So now let's look at 21. Oh my goodness, 21 looks crazy. Remember, this is the one we're breaking down into two sections. So, looking at this section right here, what is the furthest left point of this section? It's going to be this open circle right here. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. So -5. It's an open circle, so we're going to use less than. And then x. And then where's the furthest right on this section? It's right here. And that's 1, 2, 3 over. And it's an open circle, so we're going to use less than -3. Now, we've also got another section, though, over here. So we have to break this into two parts. So we're going to put and. So right here is our furthest left. My furthest left point right here is this point right here. That's a 1, 2, 3. 3 over, so it's going to be 3. And then it's going to be less than or equal to, because it's a solid circle. And my furthest right point over here is right here. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So less than x, which is less than or equal to 6. And I use less than or equal to because that is a solid circle. Okay, so now we got to do the range. So for the range, we're going to find the lowest point in this yellow highlighted area. The lowest point is right here. And that's an open circle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spots down, so -5. Less than because open circle. Y because we're talking about the range now. And then the highest point on that section is right here. And the y value right there is 1, 2. So we're going to put 2. And less than because it's an open circle. But also we need to look at our green highlighted area. What's the lowest point on my green highlighted area? That's right here. And that is 1, 2. Oh, oh my goodness. This is 2 and 2. And then we can see that it's going to be less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to, because I got another solid circle over here, and the y value right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, less than 6. Now, if you'll notice that actually the range goes all the way from this -5 up to the 6, because even though it doesn't touch right here, it's the exact same value as this one, and this part does touch, but you can do either one. You can do either way. Alright, domain. So now let's put this in interval notation. When you've got two, you're going to use a big U. Do you remember? So first let's talk about the domain. We've got less than and less than. So that is two parentheses. So parentheses and parentheses. My two numbers are the -5 and the -3. Now to connect the and, it's going to be this big U. Whoa. And then now, looking at our other sign, we've got a less than or equal to, less than or equal to. That's a bracket and a bracket. So bracket, bracket. And my two numbers are the 3 and the 6. So your answer should look like this. And now finally, over here for the range, it's going to be -5, or wait. Looking at the symbol, it's going to be less than. So that's going to be parentheses. And there are two numbers though. However, you don't need to split this up because it goes all the way from the -5, like I said, -5, all the way to the 6. Because you can see that these two 2's right here, they overlap because one of them is a solid circle. So we can just go -5 to 6. And then you can see that on the 6 though, we have a less than or equal to, so we're going to use a bracket here. So that would be the range.